Yeah, what's going on, everybody? We are meeting after a very long time, and that's my first video with my original voice. This is not an AI generated voice. So, in today's video, we are going to learn binary search algorithm and we will implement its code in C++. So, let's get started. Okay, so what binary search actually is? So, binary search is an efficient searching algorithm which is used to find an element in a sorted vector or array. Note that it can be only be applied on sorted things. Now let's understand a basic idea behind binary search. Let's take an example of a dictionary. If you want to search a word in that dictionary, you don't start reading from the very first page because that would take a lot of time. If you're looking for the word that starts with some middle values, let's say PQR and something MNOP. Uh, so you open the dictionary somewhere in the middle. If the word you are looking for comes after that page, you ignore the first half. Otherwise, you ignore the second half. And you keep repeating this process until you find the word. So if you jump on the page that is starting with the letters, let's say P, and if you are looking for some word, let's say R, so you will ignore the first half from A to P. You will search in the second half of the dictionary. Okay. So now let's understand the logic behind the binary search. So let's declare an array of integers in a increasing sorted way, 4 and 5. Its length, let's denote it with n, is 5. And we will now declare two variables, starting and ending. So starting will pointing to the first element, which is 0, zeroth element, and the end variable will be declared as n minus 1, which will be the last element. So n minus will be 5 minus 1, which is 4, and if fourth element is 5 and zeroth element is 1. So now let's define our target value which we are going to search in this array. Let's say we have to find the element 2. Look for that element 2, is this present in this array or not. Now we have to calculate the middle index of the array. So we'll calculate this by mid is equal to start plus end divided by 2. This is the formula. So start is 2, end is 4 divided by 2, which will give 2. So that is 0, let me 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the 2th index is pointing to third value and our target is 2. So we'll check for conditions here. If our array at index mid is equal to our target, and that is the base case for it, so we will just simply return the mid. Now we will check for the second condition. So else if our value at the middle is greater than our target value. I'll explain you this later. So our ending variable, this, now this will point to what? Mid minus 1. I'll explain you this. So the condition saying if the value at the middle index, if our mid, this in this case, is got greater than our target, which is true, then there's no sense in searching in this portion, Understood? Now we'll only check in this in this 1 and 2 block. Our target we will find in this because our target value is smaller than our middle value. So we'll assign the ending variable mid minus 1. That mid and mid minus 1. So now the start is 0 and mid minus 1. This is the um, searching space. Okay. Now else start equal to mid plus 1 in the same way. So if our middle value is smaller than target, so if our uh, let's say our target will is 4, so our middle value is smaller than 4, so there's no way searching in this portion. We'll only search in this portion. So mid plus 1 is this, so we will assign the start value to this, and end would be in the same position. So that is a logic, that is the full logic of the binary search, and we will repeatedly do while the start is less than equal to end. We'll repeat this process. Okay, this process we will repeat this while this condition is true. I hope you understand this logic of binary search. So now let's move on to writing the code for the binary search. So I'm assuming that you have a basic knowledge of C++. So let's write code for it. So I will initialize a vector or an integer. You can also, I'm initializing a vector in this case. You can also make an array. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, the target you are looking for, let's say 2. Now let's calculate. We will define two variables: start, which will be 0, zeroth index, and end, which will be the n minus 1. And n in this case is v dot size, the length of this array, which is 5. Okay, so we'll make a condition while start is less than equals end if vector or sorry, we'll calculate middle index. So mid is equal to start plus end divided by 2. Now if we add index mid is equal to target is equal to target value, then we will just return, sorry, we are not, we're doing in this main function, so we have to see out the middle index. Now in the second case, if the middle value is greater than target, we will initialize the end variable to mid minus 1. Else, uh, we already discussed this. We already discussed this in the previous logic. Now, else start will be mid plus 1. These two steps are very important in the binary search. So you need to focus on that. You need to try run on your own this code to understand the fundamentals of this code, the basic idea. Before running this code, we have to write this break statement. So this is a very important step If we don't write this break statement, it would just endlessly print the middle value. So if you are running this in main function, you have to write this. And if you are just creating a separate function for it, then you just need to return mid. So that's fine. But I'm just outing this. So now let's run this code. So we get 1. So our target was to 0 and 1. So this is correct. Now let's search for, let's say, 5. Okay, so it returned 4, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth index, which is 5. Okay, so that's it. That's the all uh, basic implementation of this basic implementation of binary search. This is used in various competitive programming questions, and it is a very useful and efficient searching algorithm. So that's it for today. If you find this video helpful, make sure to give it a like and also subscribe to my channel. This was my first video with my original voice, so I'm getting some difficulty in making this video. But in future videos, we'll make it. I'm just try to do better. So we will meet in the next video, and also comment down the which topic you would like to see, you would like to understand from me. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching.